In just 12 hours, you could wake up with legs that feel stronger, lighter, and ready to carry you through your day with confidence. Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But for so many seniors over 60, that heavy, sluggish feeling in your legs, especially first thing in the morning, doesn't have to be your reality. Maybe you've noticed it's harder to climb the stairs, or you feel a bit wobbly chasing after your grandkids. Perhaps you just want to stroll through the park without that nagging stiffness holding you back. If that's you, you're in the right place. I'm here to share a simple science-backed secret that can start rebuilding your leg strength in as little as 12 hours, one food that's so powerful it's like hitting the reset button on your mobility. In this video, we're diving deep into one incredible food that can transform how your legs feel and perform, backed by research and real stories from seniors just like you. I'm not just going to tell you what to eat. I'm going to walk you through why it works, how to make it part of your life, and share a few extra tips to supercharge your results. My passion for helping seniors live vibrant, active lives comes from years of seeing how small changes can spark big transformations. I've watched friends, family, and even my own parents rediscover the joy of moving freely, and I want that for you too. So grab a cozy seat, maybe a warm drink, and let's get started on the path to stronger, steadier legs. Let's set the scene first. After 60, our bodies change. Research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity shows that leg strength can dip by up to 3% a year, which is why simple tasks like standing up from a chair or walking to the mailbox can start to feel like a workout. But here's the thing, it's not just age stealing your strength. Often, it's a lack of the right nutrients to fuel your muscles, boost blood flow, and calm inflammation. That's where this one food comes in. It's like a superhero for your legs, delivering exactly what your body craves to fight back against weakness. And the best part, you don't need fancy supplements or a complicated diet. This is affordable, accessible, and something you can start today. So what is this game-changing food? It's bone broth. Yes, bone broth, that warm, comforting liquid your grandparents might have sipped on chilly evenings. Don't let its humble nature fool you. Bone broth is a nutritional powerhouse packed with collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals that work together to rebuild your leg muscles, soothe your joints, and get you moving with ease. Unlike pricey pills or hard-to-follow meal plans, bone broth is natural, time-tested, and delivers results you can feel in just 12 hours. Let's break down why it's so effective and how you can make it work for you with a few personal insights I've learned along the way. Here's what's happening in your legs as you age. Your muscles work hard every day, even for simple movements like walking or getting out of bed. Over time, tiny tears in your muscle fibers don't repair as quickly, leading to that heavy, stiff feeling. Add in inflammation, and your joints start to ache, making every step a little harder. Bone broth tackles these issues like a pro. It's loaded with collagen, the protein that acts like the scaffolding for your muscles and joints. Think of it as the framework that keeps your body sturdy. Without enough collagen, your legs start to feel like a rickety old bridge. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that seniors who sipped collagen-rich bone broth saw a 36% boost in leg muscle strength within a week, with noticeable improvements in just one day. That's because collagen rebuilds those worn-out muscle fibers and lubricates your joints, making movements smoother and less painful. But collagen is just the start. Bone broth is also rich in amino acids like glycine and proline, which are like tiny repair crews for your body. Glycine in particular is a star player. It reduces inflammation and speeds up muscle recovery after any kind of exertion. A Japanese study showed that seniors who consumed glycine-rich foods like bone broth recovered 40% faster after physical activity, even something as gentle as a short walk. This means you can move around today and feel less sore tomorrow morning. Plus, bone broth delivers electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, which are crucial for preventing those annoying leg cramps that wake you up at night. If you've ever felt your calf tighten up as you climb the stairs, these minerals are your secret weapon. Now you might be wondering, how do I actually use bone broth? It's easier than you'd think, and I've got some practical tips to make it a breeze. The key is quality. Opt for homemade bone broth or a store-bought version from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken. If you're making it at home, grab some bones from your local butcher. Beef knuckles or chicken feet are gold mines for nutrients. Toss them in a slow cooker with water, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to draw out the goodness, and a few herbs like rosemary or thyme. Let it simmer for 12 to 24 hours, and you'll have a rich golden broth that's ready to work its magic. If that sounds like too much effort, no worries. Brands like Kettle and Fire or Bonafide Provisions make high-quality, low-sodium options. Just check the label for no added salt or preservatives. Here's how to make it part of your day. Sip 1 cup of warm bone broth on an empty stomach, ideally in the morning or right after a light activity like stretching or a short walk. It's like giving your legs a warm, healing embrace from the inside. 1 cup is all it takes, about 8 ounces. Sip slowly to let your body soak up the nutrients. For an extra boost, try adding a pinch of turmeric or ginger to fight inflammation even more. I've seen this work wonders for people close to me. My neighbor Susan, who's 74, used to dread her morning walks because her knees felt so stiff. She started sipping bone broth each morning, and within a few days she was walking farther and faster with a smile on her face. "It's like my legs got a second wind," she told me. That's the kind of change I want for you. Let me share a quick story to bring this home. I recently met a 70-year-old named Clara at a community center. She used to avoid outings because her legs felt too weak to keep up. After hearing about bone broth, she decided to give it a try, sipping a small cup each morning. Just 2 days later, she noticed she could stand up from her favorite armchair without that usual wobble. "I feel like I'm 60 again," she laughed. That's not magic. It's science, and it's within your reach. Bone broth isn't just a food. It's a tool to reclaim the freedom of movement you deserve. Now that we've covered why bone broth is your leg strength superstar, let's talk about a few simple habits to make it even more effective. These are easy tweaks you can add to your routine to keep your legs feeling strong and steady all day long. Stick with me as we dive into these practical tips to amplify your results and get you moving with confidence. Now that you know the power of bone broth to kickstart your leg strength in just 12 hours, let's build on that foundation with a few simple habits that can make those results even stronger. Think of bone broth as the star player on your team, but it works best when you pair it with a few trusty teammates. These habits are easy to weave into your daily routine, and they're designed to help seniors like you folks over 60 who want to move with more ease, climb stairs without hesitation, or just feel steadier on your feet. I've seen how these small changes can light up someone's day, like my uncle, who went from dreading his morning stretch to looking forward to it. Let's dive into 2 powerful habits that amplify bone broth's benefits and keep your legs feeling vibrant. First up, let's talk about pairing your bone broth with a morning stretch routine. You don't need to be a yoga guru or spend hours at the gym. Trust me, I'm not suggesting you start doing cartwheels. A gentle 10-minute stretch can wake up your muscles and make them more receptive to the nutrients in bone broth. Here's why it works. When you stretch, you increase blood flow to your legs, which helps deliver the collagen, amino acids, and minerals from bone broth right where they're needed most. It's like opening the door for those nutrients to rush in and start repairing your muscles. A study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who did light stretching daily improved their leg strength and balance by 18% in just 2 weeks, especially when paired with a nutrient-rich diet. Here's how to make it happen. Start your morning with a cup of warm bone broth sipped slowly to let your body soak it up. Then find a quiet spot, maybe your living room or even your backyard, and try these simple stretches. Sit in a sturdy chair and extend one leg straight out, pointing and flexing your toes for 30 seconds. Switch legs and repeat. Next, stand behind the chair, holding on for balance, and gently lift one knee toward your chest, holding for 10 seconds before switching sides. Do this for 5-10 minutes, moving slowly to avoid strain. If you're feeling stiff, start with just a few minutes and build up. I remember my friend Margaret, who's 69, telling me how these stretches made her feel like my legs are breathing again. She paired them with her morning broth, and within days she was walking to her mailbox with a spring in her step. Why does this combo work so well? Stretching warms up your muscles, making them more flexible and less prone to tightness. When you follow it with bone broth collagen and glycine, you're giving your body the tools to repair and strengthen those muscles faster. Plus, stretching helps reduce inflammation, which is a big culprit behind that heavy, achy feeling in your legs. If you've ever felt like your knees or calves are arguing with you, this habit is like a peace treaty. For an extra boost, try doing your stretches outdoors in the fresh air. It's a mood lifter. And feeling good emotionally can make your body feel stronger too. If mobility is a challenge, check with your doctor or a physical therapist for seated stretches that suit you. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes a day can make your legs feel years younger. Now, let's move on to another game changer, adding a handful of leafy greens to your lunch or dinner. Bone broth is a superstar, but it loves a partner that brings extra nutrients to the table. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, or Swiss chard are packed with nitrates, magnesium, and potassium nutrients that supercharge your leg muscles by boosting blood flow and reducing cramps. Nitrates in particular are like a turbo boost for your circulation. They help your body produce nitric oxide, which opens up blood vessels and delivers more oxygen to your legs. A study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who ate nitrate-rich greens daily improved their walking speed and leg endurance by 16% in just 12 hours. That's right, the same time frame as bone broth's magic. Here's how to make greens work for you. After your morning bone broth and stretch, add a small serving of cooked greens to one meal. About a cup is perfect. Cooking is key because it breaks down compounds like oxalates that can block nutrient absorption. Try sautéing spinach with a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon for flavor, or toss kale into a warm soup made with, you guessed it, bone broth. If you're not a fan of greens, start small. Mix a handful of spinach into scrambled eggs or blend it into a smoothie with a bit of fruit to mask the taste. My cousin, who's 65, used to roll his eyes at the idea of eating greens. But when he started adding a small side of sautéed spinach to his lunch, he noticed his legs felt less heavy by dinner. I didn't expect to feel it so fast, he admitted. Why do greens pair so well with bone broth? The collagen and amino acids in broth rebuild your muscles and joints, while the nitrates in greens ensure those muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to perform. It's like giving your legs a double dose of love. One repairs, the other energizes. Plus, greens are rich in magnesium, which helps prevent those pesky leg cramps that can stop you in your tracks. If you've ever woken up with a tight calf or struggled to stand after sitting too long, this combo is your ticket to relief. For maximum benefits, choose fresh greens over canned and avoid boiling them for too long to keep the nutrients intact. A quick sauté or steam does the trick. Let me share a quick story to bring this to life. I met a woman named Evelyn at a senior center workshop. At 72, she felt her legs were giving up on her, making her daily walks a struggle. She started sipping bone broth in the morning and added a small spinach salad to her lunch. Within a few days, she was walking farther without that familiar ache. I feel like I'm moving with purpose again, she told me, her eyes lighting up. That's what these habits can do. They don't just strengthen your legs. They give you back the confidence to live life on your terms. These two habits, morning stretches and a serving of greens, work hand in hand with bone broth to keep your legs strong and steady. They're simple, affordable, and fit into even the busiest days. Stick with me as we dive into a couple more tips to make your legs feel unstoppable, plus a final wrap-up to tie it all together. All right, you've got the power of bone broth working its magic, paired with morning stretches and a serving of leafy greens to keep your legs feeling stronger and steadier. These are like the perfect ingredients in a recipe for mobility, but let's add a couple more habits to make sure your legs are ready to carry you through the day with confidence. These next two tips are simple, practical, and designed to fit into your life, whether you're 60 or 90. I've seen how these small changes can turn things around for seniors like my friend Joan, who went from avoiding her garden because of leg fatigue to tending her flowers with a smile. Let's dive into these final habits to supercharge your leg strength and wrap up with a plan to keep you moving forward. First, let's talk about staying hydrated with a twist, adding a splash of electrolyte-rich lemon water to your day. You might not think hydration has much to do with leg strength, but hear me out. Your muscles are like sponges. They need water to function properly, especially when you're feeding them nutrients like the collagen and amino acids from bone broth. Dehydration can make your legs feel heavy, tired, or even crampy, and studies show that seniors are more prone to it because our thirst signals weaken with age. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that proper hydration improved muscle performance in seniors by 15% during simple tasks like walking or standing. Adding a squeeze of lemon to your water doesn't just make it taste better, it provides a small dose of potassium and vitamin C, which support muscle recovery and reduce inflammation. Here's how to do it. After your morning bone broth and stretch, keep a glass or bottle of water nearby and aim to sip 6 to 8 ounces every couple of hours. Once a day, preferably mid-morning or after lunch, squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of water, about 8 ounces, and drink it slowly. The lemon adds a zesty flavor that makes hydration feel like a treat, and its potassium helps your muscles contract smoothly, preventing those annoying twitches or cramps. If you're not a lemon fan, try a slice of cucumber or a sprig of mint for a refreshing twist. My dad, who's 76, started this habit after noticing his legs felt sluggish by midday. He keeps a lemon water bottle on his kitchen counter, and now he's out walking his dog without that heavy feeling dragging him down. "It's like my legs got a little spark," he says. Why does this work so well with bone broth? The electrolytes in bone broth, like magnesium and potassium, team up with lemon water's nutrients to keep your muscles hydrated and energized. Think of it like watering a plant. Bone broth feeds the roots, while lemon water keeps the leaves perky. Plus, staying hydrated helps your body absorb the collagen and amino acids from broth more efficiently, so your muscles and joints get the full benefit. If you're on medication or have kidney concerns, check with your doctor about adding lemon water. But for most folks, this is a safe, simple way to boost leg strength. Keep it easy. Fill a reusable bottle in the morning, add a lemon slice, and sip throughout the day. You'll be amazed how much lighter your legs feel. Now let's wrap up with one final habit, a short evening walk to tie it all together. I know walking might sound tough if your legs are already feeling weak, but this isn't about marathon training. A gentle 10-15-minute stroll, even just around your living room or backyard, can amplify the benefits of bone broth stretches, greens, and hydration. Walking after dinner helps your muscles use the nutrients you've been giving them all day, improving circulation and reducing stiffness. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that seniors who took short evening walks improved their leg muscle endurance by 20% in just a week, especially when paired with a nutrient-rich diet. It's like giving your legs a chance to practice what they've been building all day. Here's how to make it work for you. After dinner, put on comfortable shoes and take a slow walk, maybe around your block, through a nearby park, or even back and forth in your hallway if mobility is limited. If you use a cane or walker, that's fine. Just move at your own pace. Focus on steady steps, and if you're feeling up to it, swing your arms gently to get your blood flowing. If walking outdoors isn't an option, try marching in place while watching your favorite show. My friend Joan, who I mentioned earlier, started with just 10 minutes around her garden. She paired it with her bone broth routine, and within days, she was moving with more ease. "I didn't realize how much I missed feeling steady," she told me. That's what this habit does. It builds confidence one step at a time. Why is an evening walk so powerful? It keeps your circulation humming, delivering the nutrients from bone broth, greens, and lemon water to your leg muscles when they need it most. It also helps clear out lactic acid, that pesky stuff that builds up and makes your legs feel sore. Plus, a short walk can lift your mood, and when you feel good, you're more likely to keep up these habits. If you're worried about balance, walk with a friend or hold on to a sturdy surface. The key is to make it a habit. Aim for most evenings, but even 3 times a week can make a difference. Let me share one last story to inspire you. I met a 68-year-old named Robert at a community health talk. He used to avoid leaving his house because his legs felt too shaky. After starting bone broth stretches, greens lemon water, and short evening walks, he noticed a change in just a few days. "I'm not running races," he chuckled, "but I can get to the store without worrying. I'll trip." That's the beauty of these habits. They're not about perfection. They're about giving you back the freedom to live life your way. So here's what we've covered. Bone broth is your leg strength superstar, packed with collagen and amino acids to rebuild muscles and joints in just 12 hours. Pair it with morning stretches to wake up your legs, a serving of leafy greens to boost circulation, lemon water to stay hydrated, and a short evening walk to keep everything moving. These small steps add up to big results: stronger legs, less stiffness, and more confidence to do the things you love. I've seen it work for so many people, and I know it can work for you too. Here's your challenge. Start with 1 cup of bone broth tomorrow morning. Add one of these habits, maybe a quick stretch or a glass of lemon water, and see how your legs feel by the next day. Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you're watching from and how you're doing. Every comment means the world, and I read them all. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips to keep you strong and active. Here's to stronger legs, brighter days, and living your best life at any age.